What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. I got a little bit of extra for you. It is Easter Sunday, April 9th, 2023. I'm your host, JD from New York. As always, coming to you from the OTS venue. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Sunday afternoons, wherever you may be. We got a little bit more information on Vince McMahon and how his influence being back in the WWE is shaping a dark cloud over the entire company. Triple H has plans, and we heard some of these plans come out of Friday's show on SmackDown. We got a WWE draft coming up in a few weeks that Triple H said was going to be game-changing. But Triple H also has plans about who he wants to push, the people that he brought back in the early phase of his run, leading creative, who he wants to bring into the company that isn't a part of the company right now, free agents, major names he wants to bring into the company. All of this put on a freeze. Vince McMahon put a hiring freeze on WWE for more reasons than one. And we're going to go over that here today on the show. Also, is Vince McMahon going to be on Monday? That's everybody's big question coming out of last Monday's Raw, which was trending worldwide on social media as worst Raw ever. And then we go to Friday, and Vince wasn't on SmackDown. He was on the East Coast while the WWE was in Portland, Oregon on Friday. Apparently, Vince McMahon was at an Eagles concert on Monday in Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center. Is he going to show up on Monday? I got that news and so much more right here on this afternoon, Easter Sunday Off the Script Extra. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Thank you for all the love on TikTok as of late. And thank you to everybody for all the love on the YouTube Shorts, man. Glad you guys are enjoying that. And any other content that you've might have missed on the channel, everything you need is right there, man. We had a tremendous, and I mean tremendous, WrestleMania weekend. Coming on into this week, it's been even better, honestly. To be quite honest with you, the energy that you guys are showing me is fantastic. So make sure you guys go check up on everything, catch up on everything before we start a brand new week right here on the channel. Everything you need is on the homepage. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. And please hit that thumbs up. Let's try for 1,000 likes today on OTS. Vince McMahon and the hiring freeze of 2023. WWE picked up over a dozen talent after Triple H gained control following Vince McMahon's retirement. However, Vince McMahon forced his way back into the company in December of 2022 in more ways than one. Not only did he manipulate his way back into being chairman of the board, he blew up the board of directors. He basically told all the shareholders to fuck off. And now he's been back since then in some creative aspect. Whether you want to believe the reports or not, I don't give a shit what you think. Vince McMahon has been back, as we've seen and have seen a deterioration in creative coming out of the Royal Rumble, everything outside of the bloodline. There have been several instances where WWE gave you a what the fuck moment. I don't remember Triple H doing anything like that. That's not a Triple H move. That's not a Triple H creative decision. More and more, these feelings have been popping up. Several talent, according to Fightful, they've spoken with several talent that have claimed that there is a hiring freeze and have speculated everything from Vince McMahon's return to the potential sale of the WWE, merging with UFC, sold the company to Endeavor as reasons for this hiring freeze. Now, nobody, they say, that we've spoken to have explicitly been told there's a hiring freeze, yet it's a term that constantly emerges when discussing this situation. Fightful has reported that there was interest from WWE in Tama Tonga from New Japan Pro Wrestling, Brian Cage, Switchblade Jay White, the Authors of Pain, Matt Cardona, and Nick Aldis, which is new to me. However, sources that Fightful spoke to indicated that the authors of Pain were already in talks with WWE back in 2022 before Vince's return. Now, Fightful's also told that Brian Cage has some well-respected supporters pushing for him to come on into the WWE. Fightful was also told that Triple H was also high, very high, on Nick Aldis, but he was one of many left out in the cold when Vince McMahon returned and all hires were put on hold. WWE sources indicated that communication was an issue on their side that kept them from inevitably landing Jay White. Bullshit. We've spoken to several sources and numerous talent who say that they've been contacted by WWE in 2023, although there haven't been no main roster hires publicly announced or reported. There were multiple talent that were told because of the impending sale/deal, it was hard to make things happen right now. There are also talent that were signed in 2022 that haven't even been used yet, like, if you guys remember, Eric Young. Everybody talked about Eric Young being brought back to the WWE. They wrote him off, killed him off, actually, on Impact Television. Everybody was saying Eric Young was on his way back to WWE in some way, shape, or form, whether that was to reinvigorate his old group in the WWE Sanity, or revitalize, I should say, Sanity. If you guys remember Sanity on NXT, or maybe Eric Young being paired with the Wyatt lore and having Bray Wyatt and Eric Young link up on WWE television, as I do think he would make a nice fit into that world. But we haven't seen Eric Young at all outside of a possible inclusion in a vignette that Bray Wyatt filmed on the road to his feud with LA Knight. Now, there have been several on the WWE radar that have simply had no contact from WWE after being shown interest. Fightful's told that the sudden departure of James Kimball was the reason for a couple of them, but others would have been over his pay grade or over his head. Now, I don't really understand why people are making this a big deal. This is just common logic. Is there a hiring freeze? It certainly feels like it. Is there a hiring freeze because of the sale of the WWE, which is not official yet? I mean, it's not going to be completely 100% a done deal until the end of the year. But at that point, we have a whole new slew of problems to worry about. Is there going to be a hiring freeze with Vince McMahon back? Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't understand why people out here are expecting all these names to come on into the WWE. This is not Triple H. This is not Triple H's WWE anymore. This is Vince McMahon's WWE. Whether you want to believe it or not, Triple H is not in charge anymore. He's not. Everything that Triple H was doing with all the returns that we did see, he was in charge. And if he wasn't in charge, they gave him a very short leash. They pretended he was in charge. He played make-believe for the first 6 or 7 months. And then all of a sudden, things got turned down and upside down, left, right. Things just went completely back to the way that they were. So basically, Triple H was playing house while Vince McMahon was dealing with his fucking sexual allegations. They could not do it any other way. Triple H needed to be in charge. Triple H needed to fill those shoes because there was nobody better for the role. Everybody wanted Triple H in charge, so they went with it. He's playing house. He's doing what he's got to do. He's making WWE his own. And then all of a sudden, Vince McMahon comes back and he assumes power, the power that he once had, and Triple H and every idea and everything Triple H changed and all the ideas Triple H had for the future slowly started to be pushed to the side. That's not going to happen anymore. Everything Triple H had planned is not going to happen anymore, including these hires. Tama Tonga? Does Vince McMahon know who the fuck Tama Tonga is? No, he doesn't. He doesn't give a shit about the indie garbage. He doesn't give a shit about Bullet Club. Brian Cage? Maybe. Maybe. Vince McMahon takes a look at Brian Cage. I believe Vince McMahon would utilize Brian Cage decently. But is Vince McMahon going to make Brian Cage a priority in WWE in 2023? Brian Cage is up there in age. How old is Brian Cage? He's in his late 30s. By that, Vince McMahon deems him old. Switchblade Jay White, let's be real. We know Jay White is one of the best pro wrestlers on the planet. But does Vince McMahon know who a fucking Jay White is? No, he doesn't. Vince McMahon's not going to give Jay White top priority in WWE. The Authors of Pain? I mean, the last time we seen these guys on television, they were paired with Drake Maverick, and he was pissing his fucking pants. Why the fuck would you think Vince McMahon would bring the Authors of Pain, a tag team who, Vince McMahon, by the way, hates tag team wrestling, bring the Authors of Pain back to the WWE? I don't understand it. Nick Aldis, old. Matt Cardona? You think Vince McMahon's going to look at Matt Cardona and think, yeah, let me push Matt Cardona on WWE television? He doesn't have the name value as a Cody Rhodes. He doesn't have the look of a Cody Rhodes. He doesn't have the fanfare of a Cody Rhodes. The fuck is Vince McMahon going to bring a Matt Cardona in to the WWE and do with Matt Cardona? Nothing. At the end of the day, Vince McMahon is not going to push any of these men on WWE television. Vince McMahon is not going to bring anybody into the WWE that he is not going to push on television. Vince McMahon wants to go back to what he remembered, and that is familiar faces, same old shit, nonsensical, illogical booking, and Bruce Pritchard by his side. That is all he wants to do. He wants to live in his fucking small bubble with his small circle of fucking geeks, and that's all he wants. He does not know what's outside the WWE. He does not care what's outside the WWE bubble. He does not keep up with what is going on currently in the industry. He only wants to concern himself with what Vince McMahon wants to concern himself with. Get with the program. Everybody that Triple H brought in to the company, you name them: Candice LeRae, Mia Yim, Tegan Knox, Emma, Bronson Reed, Johnny Gargano, Dexter Lumis, Tommaso Ciampa, and everybody else that I may be forgetting here. Those are the names that just pop off on the top of my head. Every single one of them is not going to get a single ounce of priority on the main roster. Why? Because Vince McMahon fired them all for one reason or another. You don't think Vince knows who he fired and what Triple H was doing when he came back to the company to lead creative? You don't think Triple H brought these people in out of spite and in some revenge plot against Vince McMahon? You got rid of my fucking NXT. I'm bringing my NXT to the main roster. Go fuck yourself. You don't think Vince McMahon thinks that Triple H, his son-in-law, hired all these people back because Triple H kind of was sending signals out there to Vince McMahon that he fucked up? Vince McMahon couldn't wait to get back and destroy everything Triple H did again. Hit Row? When was the last time you seen Hit Row on television? As soon as Vince McMahon took back over creative, Hit Row took a shit row. You don't see them on TV anymore. I mean, give me a break with this shit. What is there not to understand? I feel bad about all the talent Triple H brought back because you know when Vince McMahon, he's 100% back. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Sapp or fucking Meltzer or Alvarez, Mike Johnson. He is back. 100% he is back. You think Triple H has any say at all now? No. Vince McMahon is not going to push. These are the men I feel sorry for. Everybody there is either going to get fucking buried or they're going to be on their way out the door. These people came back because they thought the smoke was clear, and now they're back, and it's happening all over again. These men and women, most of these men and women, more than likely when there are budget cuts, and there will be budget cuts, will be fired again. And then that trust in WWE is forever lost. They saw Triple H there and said, I would love to work for Triple H. I never wanted to get fired in the first place. I thought I had a home here. They got fired. They went to go make their names on the indies and go back to the indies in some cases, only to be brought back because they were hired back by the guy that fucking hired them in the first place and made promises to them in the first go-around. You think that trust is going to be back again for a second time, third time that they're brought back to the company? That trust is finished. There's nothing Triple H can do. And it's not even his fault. It's because of Vince McMahon. It is all over. Plus, the sale to Endeavor, the merger of UFC and WWE, it's not even completed yet. This is only the tip of the iceberg. All these people that have contracts coming up, all these people that may want to join the WWE, you don't think there's hesitation on their end as far as what's happening in WWE? Not only with the Vince McMahon narrative, because who the fuck wants to sign with WWE knowing Vince McMahon's back in power 100%? But Endeavor is not paying the UFC fighters as WWE is paying their talent. If WWE is in control of their talent, WWE is going to pay whatever it takes to keep that talent. But now they have to answer to Endeavor. Endeavor owns 51% of WWE. You think Endeavor's going to let a $3 million contract to Drew McIntyre just go out there? Yeah, just pay Drew McIntyre $3 million. Man, no, they're going to be looking to cut budget. They're going to look to fire people. They're going to look to trim the fat in WWE to make this sale even more lucrative for them in the end. This is what I feel sorry about. Everybody that wants to potentially sign with WWE, not only do you got the Vince McMahon monster to worry about, but you got the fucking two-headed monster now in Vince and Ari Emanuel and the budget cuts that are inevitably looming when this sale is completed. It's going to be a different world, folks. It's going to be a completely different world in WWE. Vince, at the end of the day, is not ever going to hire a talent he is not going to push on television. This is a Vince McMahon WWE. This is no longer a Triple H WWE. You got to remember that, and you got to get that through your skull, man. The last 9 months were a fucking dream. We were living in a fantasy land. Vince McMahon is back, and our nightmare has gotten even bigger, and it's going to continue to get worse through 2023. Will Vince McMahon be on Monday? That's my fucking question. I'm genuinely concerned about Monday Night Raw. After what we got on this past Monday, I am fucking concerned about Monday Night Raw. He wasn't on SmackDown, though. He did call in. He made some subtle changes to the show via Zoom or remote Triple H meetings. Nobody knows if Vince McMahon's going to be on Monday Night Raw. Nobody knows how often Vince McMahon will show up on Monday or Friday, but the talent morale improved at SmackDown because he was not there. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select reported that the talent morale was significantly improved without Vince McMahon at SmackDown. No shit. No shit. What else would happen? He's there, morale's in the dumps. When he's not there, people are not walking on eggshells, and there's this black cloud that is dissipated backstage. But a lot of it is a we'll see what happens approach amongst talent. Dave Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer Radio that nobody knows when Vince McMahon will show up to events and run things like he did at this past week's Monday Night Raw. But the big thing is that morale improved on SmackDown. Now, SmackDown wasn't a great show on Friday. It felt unbelievably better than Monday Night Raw did. It was a run-of-the-mill, very basic episode of SmackDown, which you could probably think Triple H was in charge of. Nothing egregious happened on the show. Nothing absolutely terrible happened on the show. We got some storylines that forwarded themselves going into Backlash. We got a great crowd. There was an energy to SmackDown that wasn't present on Monday Night Raw, which is great. And I said this, and I don't want to make it seem like it is the case, but it's how I feel watching the show. We've seen it on night 1 of WrestleMania and night 2 of WrestleMania, both vastly different nights in feel. Night 1 definitely had a more Triple H feel to it. Night 2 definitely had a more Vince McMahon feel to it. Monday Night Raw had a Vince McMahon feel to it. I mean, that show was fucking absolutely god-awful on Monday. Vince was all over that show. Friday was more of a Triple H feel. Is Vince running Monday and Triple H running Friday? I don't know. I felt this way even before WrestleMania. I said, why is Monday Night Raw so boring and so directionless and so lifeless? Yes, it's 3 hours, but it wasn't hitting the way that it was back when Triple H first took over. There was a sense of rejuvenation on Monday. It's a completely different show. You go and compare Monday Night Raw in August, September, even early October. Vastly different show compared to what we're getting now, compared to what we were getting going into the Rumble, going into Chamber, and going into WrestleMania. Vastly different show. You cannot convince me that it's the same person or the same team running the fucking show. Or Vince McMahon's not having any influence on the show. He absolutely was. That's why it was changed. Several aspects of the show were changed. Is Vince running Monday? Is Triple H running Friday? Are they splitting the creative 50-50? I don't know. Because if Vince McMahon ran both Monday and Friday, then it would be absolute bedlam and chaos, and nobody wants that. Maybe Vince wants to run, but he said, you know what, it would be too blatant, and everybody would be completely finished at that point with the WWE, so we'll let you run Friday, I'll run Monday, you go take care of Friday, I'll run Monday. It's a possibility. I don't know, but that's the sense of feel that I get. Let me know what you guys feel about that, but I would not be shocked if Vince shows up on Monday. And again, I said this on Friday. You know, Triple H mentioned the WWE draft. I don't trust these fucking people. How many fucking reports did we read about Triple H addressing the locker room on Monday, addressing the locker room on Friday, having these meetings with Nick Khan and Frank Riddick, and when Stephanie McMahon was there, she was there conducting these meetings. Nothing is changing. Triple H is still the chief content officer of WWE. Only for him to show up and say nothing is changing on TV. WWE, the way you love it, is not going anywhere. It certainly went somewhere on Monday. It's not a WWE I want to be a part of. I don't want to be where you're going if Vince is there. How many times has Triple H gone out there and he had to lie in front of the audience? How many times has he turned into a fucking liar and a bullshit artist right before our very eyes? Because he had to. Because he was forced to. I'm not going to trust anything Triple H says anymore, even though I want to. Nobody is going to believe anything he says anymore. If he's in charge, I'm not going to believe it. If they want to have a meeting and say he's in charge, I'm not going to believe it. Nick Khan's been spreading seeds of lies everywhere. There's only one person that runs WWE. It's Vince McMahon. Did you think Vince McMahon was going to retire with a tweet? Ha, 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 ha. As he's laughing, evil laughter coming out of Nick Khan. I mean, give me a break. Then Vince McMahon with the CNBC interview. Yeah, I'm only running creative at a higher level. I can't be in the weeds anymore. Motherfucker, you were pushing the lawnmower on Monday. The fuck are you talking about? Oh, I'm running WWE at a higher level as he's not really paying attention to the question because, you know, clearly he was going to be asked that. And then he took several seconds to even answer the fucking question. Trying to think of a bullshit answer to give the host. If you're not a part of creative, it's either a yes or a no. There's no hesitation out of you to answer that question. I'm not going to believe Triple H anymore. Is he going to show up on Monday? Who the fuck cares if he's there or not? I don't believe he's not a part of anything. He's absolutely there, whether he's there or not. Triple H can be the fucking puppet that we know he is, but Vince McMahon is there, whether he's there or remote. Is it going to be as bad as Monday this past week? I don't know. I mean, what they got announced so far isn't lighting the world on fire, and it's definitely a Vince McMahon Monday Night Raw. That's the one thing I'm going to be paying attention to. It's the first thing that's going to be in the reports. Is Vince there? It's going to be a very interesting Monday, especially when it comes to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes says he will speak about his future with the WWE and what may be next. What's next? After the beating you got, where are you going to go? You're going to go crawling back to Tony Khan? Give me a break. Cody Rhodes announced on Instagram that this Monday's Raw, he will address his future in the WWE and what is next for him. He says, and I quote, "A long week. I know last Sunday was not the result that I'd hoped for, and I know many fans were disappointed as well. I make no excuses. I lost. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you how much I enjoyed the ride until Sunday night, and furthermore, Monday night. I would like to thank Brandy Rhodes, WWE, the city of Los Angeles, Matt Rolfe, Triple H, the McMahon family, Bruce, Conrad, Kevin Dunn, Ryan W., Ryan C., Mustache Chad, Brian James, Ed K., John Cone, John Cena, and Make-A-Wish America for allowing me to induct 15 wishes into the Circle of Champions and many more names I may be forgetting. In addition, Nick Khan for taking care of my family through the festivities. Lastly, almost 200,000 fans who attended the weekend overall, unwavering and motivating. I want to be your champion. This Monday, I hope to speak about my future with WWE and what may be next for me. I have a feeling that Cody Rhodes is going to become an insufferable babyface on the climb thanks to Vince McMahon. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. A lot of people are speculating that he's going to leave WWE. He's not going anywhere. He signed a multi-year deal with WWE, so the narrative of Cody Rhodes already stepping away from WWE, is absolutely ridiculous. He's not going anywhere. He is the next world champion. He is the guy to take down Roman. They're just going to make it very difficult for him to get back to that spot. This is going to be his redemption story. This is going to be his version of hard times. I asked for a struggle. It looks like we're going to get a struggle. But the only thing I will say is I don't want to struggle to support Cody Rhodes because Vince McMahon has a way to make baby faces insufferable. And you know what I'm talking about. Look at what he did with everybody else before him. Cody is different. Cody doesn't need that treatment. Cody's real. Cody's relatable. I do not want Cody to become a product of Vince McMahon manufacturing a babyface into some bullshit that is completely forced and not genuine. Cody doesn't need that. Cody is genuine. That's the fucking appeal of Cody Rhodes. He's real. He's down to earth. We support him because of how real and legit he is. He doesn't need to be made into a John Cena or a Roman Reigns. Nobody wanted to support those baby faces in WWE. That's now what I fear with Cody Rhodes. I hope that's not the case. And I tell you right now, man, you will know what happens with Cody Rhodes and if that is the case. And if Vince McMahon is back and that's the direction of Cody Rhodes, I don't know how much of the casual fan base, or I should say the hardcore fan base, will be behind Cody Rhodes. The casuals, the fucking people in the crowd every week, they'll eat that shit up. I don't know how much of the hardcore fan base is going to back Cody Rhodes if that is the direction that they take with his babyface ascent back to the world title. I know I'm not going to enjoy it. The reason why we all fell in love with Cody Rhodes was because he was genuine and real. I don't want WWE to make him out to be the next Roman Reigns, and I don't want to see him become a manufactured, next in line, assembly line guy in WWE. But he ain't going anywhere. There's nothing to worry about. We'll see what happens on Monday. The fact that this was posted on Instagram only gives me more doubt that Vince McMahon and his involvement is going to stay away. He's absolutely going to be there because this is what he's talking about when he's creative on a higher level. This. Now Vince McMahon is completely in charge of Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar and the direction of where he wants Cody Rhodes to be. Finally, guys, Wembley Stadium, AEW announced August 27th will be AEW All In. Their pre-sale signups reached 25,000 signups on the first day. Now, Wembley Stadium now holds 90,000 fans. AEW is not going to get anywhere close to 90,000. With the stage setup and everything else that they have, I would say if AEW does 45 to 50, I think that is a realistic goal for AEW, and it still would be fucking tremendous if they reach that. Because I already see it online. People are already claiming that it will be a failure and how AEW is not going to sell it out, and that Clash at the Castle, WWE went into Principality Stadium and did 67,000 people for Clash at the Castle in Cardiff. Well, first of all, you can't even compare Cardiff, Wales to fucking Wembley Stadium in London, okay, number one. Number two, this is a promotion that AEW, 4 years. AEW has been around for 4 fucking years, and you're talking about somebody in the juggernaut that is known as WWE. Why would you even compare the audiences and the reach and the global influence that WWE is compared to AEW? Do you know how fucking ridiculous it sounds for people online to be arguing about which show is better, which company is better, how we're not going to have a sellout here and AEW is going to look like a fucking failure? First of all, I give so much praise and credit to Tony Khan in this instance because, the first All In, a lot of people doubted they would even sell out fucking 10,000 seats in Chicago at the Now Arena. What did they do? They sold that shit out. And it was jam-packed to the rafters. There wasn't a fucking empty seat. Why? I was there and I had a bird's eye view of everything that was going on there. I was at that show. And that shit was fucking packed to the rafters during the goddamn pre-show. Never mind the actual event. They took a chance on themselves and they sold that shit out, which was basically how AEW was born. Now they're taking a chance on themselves for their first stadium show. I absolutely love the correlation and the similarity to how that show happened in Chicago to where we are right now. The same doubters, the same negative energy towards AEW is only going to make this show stronger, and that same energy is only going to make this show sell out as far as it can. If they do 50,000, that is a tremendous, tremendous achievement for AEW, and that show is going to be an unbelievable spectacle that I know Tony Khan is going to be incredibly, incredibly proud of. For the first time in 30 years, a wrestling event is taking place at Wembley Stadium. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. Tickets go on sale to the public on May 5th, but they're doing a pre-register for early access with a code, and there will be a pre-sale on May 2nd. That will largely give a strong clue as to how successful the show will end up being. There were reports of upwards towards 25,000 plus signups on the first day. It is now, that was earlier in the week. That was on Thursday, and now we're on Sunday. That may be more now. I'm expecting this show to not sell out, but I'm expecting AEW to have at least upwards towards 50,000 plus. It may be more for this show come August 27th. I'm excited. You guys should be excited. It's pro wrestling, and a lot of people are making it out to be this tribalistic bullshit. WWE is better than AEW. AEW is better than WWE. Nothing is better. Enjoy the fucking show. I've never seen such doubt on a show that didn't even have tickets on sale yet, that never fucking happened yet. It's unbelievable to me. You know who wins? Not the people on social media, not these fucking geeks arguing about pro wrestling on Twitter. You know who wins? The fans in the UK. They got Money in the Bank at the O2 Arena in London, and then they got this fucking show happening in August. Those people win. Those are the winners. Fans, the wrestling community, we are the winners. Enjoy it. Guys, I'm getting out of here. I hope you have a great Easter Sunday. I will be back with more on Monday. As always, right here on the podcast, please hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video today. Hit that thumbs up. Let's try for 1,000 likes. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below and turn on the bell for notifications. And please make sure you guys go check out all the other content that you might not have known about and is on the homepage right now. All the live streams and everything else that you need right there. So go check out some more content from the show. I'll see you guys live on Monday night for what is going to be a very interesting Monday Night Raw. Will Vince be there, or will Triple H be in charge of the show on Monday? We'll talk about it on Off the Script on Monday night. Enjoy your Sundays, guys, and I'll see you live back in the venue for Monday Night Raw right here on Off the Script.